Here we go, our old friend.
Yeah. So if we do the repeat again, I'll give you this to go on.
So repeat A and C?
Yes, those are repeats. And then eventually we will do a D, C. So we're not just repeating.
So we're just repeating A once and then going on with B and C.
We'll probably play it a couple of times. And A, probably play it 3-4 times.
Oh, yeah.
But each repeat.
Yeah.
And we need a lot of time.
In the past we did Aida in the middle. Are we just going to do Pop?
We did Aida in the middle. No.
So we're starting at the beginning. Yeah, so you can use the same. Late riser.
Actually, no, it's too early. Still too early for you to get up.
Do you live by NJP? Whereabouts in the Forest Hills?
Yeah, just right next to Forest Hills.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So we'll do Aida for faculty.
Okay. Like in the apartment building right across the street?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, are you to know?
No,
Okay, got it.
Student service.
Good morning. My name is Regina Pisa. I am the chair of the Board of Trustees. Graduates, I think you can now sit. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Simmons' 113th commencement ceremony. "113 years of Simmons graduates is a wonderful history. Today, we congratulate and honor you who are graduating, as well as all of your family, friends, and faculty whose work, support, love made this day possible for you. I would especially like to recognize the families of our graduates, the moms and dads, the brothers and sisters, the grandparents, spouses, and partners who have sacrificed so much to make today possible. So graduates, I'm going to ask you to please rise one more time, turn around, and applaud your families and friends. As many of you know, these commencement exercises have their origins in ancient rituals. Members of our college community wear caps, hoods, and gowns. This tradition evolved from the Middle Ages when faculty and students wore caps, hoods, and gowns to keep warm in the drafty classrooms of medieval Europe. Not too different from today, actually. The colors and types of robes and hoods signified the degree earned by the wearer, as well as the institution that granted the degree. Latin was the official language of education for hundreds of years. The use of Latin is still part of our academic rituals. Today, our most accomplished scholars will receive the designation cum laude, Latin for with honors. In earlier times, students proved their readiness for the degree by delivering an address before the assembled faculty. This is another tradition represented today by the senior class member representing her class in the centuries-old tradition of student oratory. Thus, today is a day of looking back and looking ahead. We honor past traditions by wearing academic garb, listening to student orations, and using Latin phrases. And we look ahead to the future, represented by you, our honored graduates. We, the trustees of Simmons College, are proud of your accomplishments. We are confident you will carry the name of Simmons into your professions and communities with distinction, dignity, and pride. Congratulations, and now please welcome Helen G. Drinan, the 8th president of Simmons College.
Thank you, Regina. I am delighted to add my congratulations to you, our graduates, and to your families. You have made us all proud of your scholarship, your service, your enthusiasm for athletics, music, art, and dance. You are smart, idealistic, and successful. Those characteristics, combined with your Simmons degree, will serve you well as you continue your studies or begin your careers. I know you will do well, you will do good, and do your part to create a better future for all of us. Simmons is awarding 301 baccalaureate degrees today, and we will have awarded more than 2,000 graduate and undergraduate degrees during this academic year, the largest number in the college's history. At this ceremony, I will confer your degree on behalf of the trustees and the faculty. Thank you to our commencement planning team and all of the staff and faculty of the college who make this day possible. It is a lot of work, but it's a labor of love. Please stand now for the invocation to be delivered by Reverend Bonnie, excuse me, Reverend Bonnie Jean Casey, advisor to spiritual life.
Good morning. Thank you, Helen. Take a sip of water. It is customary to open ceremonies such as this with a centering moment, a prayerful pause, or expression of gratitude for all that has been bestowed on us and all that you and your families have accomplished. The religions of the world do this in different ways, usually by using ancient languages and invoking various attributes of the divine mystery. 3 student leaders have agreed to share versions of this sort of offering from their respective traditions today. Each of these students has been active in their faith groups on campus throughout their years at Simmons. Each has been active in interfaith initiatives. They have modeled maturity in their willingness to work collaboratively across deep differences towards the ideal of religious tolerance. Please welcome Madeline Uretsky from Simmons Hillel, Azga Siddiqui from Simmons Islamic Society, and Catherine Nagel from Simmons Christian Fellowship.
In Judaism, there is a special blessing that is said when celebrating joyous occasions and new experiences. Whether that is a holiday, buying a house, doing something for the first time, or completing a college degree, we take a moment to recognize how truly special a moment is by saying the Shehechianu blessing. So today, let us recite this blessing to celebrate our commencement, the journey we took to get here, and the love and support from our families, friends, the Simmons community, and God in helping us to reach this day. Let us take this moment to acknowledge the struggles and the accomplishments that have brought us here and all of the hard work that has culminated in this joyous occasion. If you know the blessing, please say it with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who has granted us life, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this occasion. Amen.
Today, I will present to you a supplication given to us by our beloved prophet, peace be upon him, as part of the morning and evening prayers that are recited daily for blessings and protection throughout the day. These prayers are specially recited during the month of Ramadan, which has just begun. Allahumma inni as'aluka al-afwa wal-afiyah fi dunya wal-akhirah. Allahumma inni as'aluka al-afwa wal-afiyah fi dini wa dunyaya. وأهلي ومالي اللهم استر عوراتي وأمن روعاتي واحفظني من بين يدي ومن خلفي وعن يميني وعن شمالي ومن فوقي وأعوذ بك أن أغتال من تحتي. O Allah, I ask you for forgiveness and well-being in this world and in the hereafter. O Allah, I ask you for forgiveness and well-being in my religious affairs and my worldly affairs. O Allah, conceal my faults, calm my fears, and protect me from before me and behind me, from my right and my left, and from above me, and I seek refuge in you from being taken unaware from beneath me. Thank you.
Heavenly Father, surround those who are graduating with your grace. Bless them with the hope so that they move into the future with eager and open hearts. Help them to put the knowledge, skills, and insights gained through their education to use for the good of humankind. Inspire them to believe in the goodness of life, even when faced with the challenges and difficulties. As they commence their lives, may they grow ever more grateful and wise. All of this we ask in the name of Jesus, your beloved Son. Amen.
Please remain standing after this invocation for the singing of America the Beautiful and How Oft We Sing by the Simmons College Concert Choir, led by Donica Beckley.
your troubles underfoot and leave them all behind. With ideals of service spread ever in your mind. Forward, ever forward, backward never turn. Life and love and hope before us, brighter fame to learn. Cast your doubts and fears far from you, full of courage high, keeping Simmons in your hearts as you're marching by.
Each year, you may sit. Each year, members of the graduating class respond to a call for submissions to the student commencement speaker. As befits this activist class of 2018, there were a record number of interested students. A committee of faculty, staff, and a student leader heard all of the student speeches. I was not surprised to learn that our students are passionate and articulate about their Simmons experience and their futures. Of those submissions, the committee selected Tozo Martin, class of 1918, 1918, oh my goodness, class of 2018, to deliver the student address. Ms. Martin is a double major in sociology and international relations. She personifies, as you will hear, the values of Simmons. Next year, she will attend Brandeis University's graduate program, combining study of sustainable international development and global health policy and management. Please welcome Tozo Martin to the podium. It's right here, Tozo.
President Dryden, Provost Convoy, Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, honorary degree recipients, friends and family, good morning, and thank you for this opportunity. And a very special good morning to the class of 2018. Today is a day of celebration, a celebration of learning, a celebration of our accomplishments, and a celebration of the mission that drives this fine institution to provide transformative learning that links passion with lifelong purpose. A mission that aligns perfectly with my experience here at Simmons. You see, Simmons has helped me on my journey to make meaning and find purpose in my life experiences. Born to Liberian parents in a refugee camp in Ghana, my journey did not start off easy. First, at only a month old, I lost my mother when she was unable to get to the hospital in time. Second, my initial upbringing was in a place where education was lacking, especially for girls. In fact, in Liberia, only about 37% of women can read. But my father saw a different future for me. My father made sure I understood the importance of education, and he brought me here to the United States so that I can have access to adequate education. My father, along with my wonderful stepmother, nurtured my love for learning and my drive to succeed. When I arrived on the grounds of Simmons, I wanted to be this wealthy corporate lawyer. I mean, having debated in high school, this only made sense. But sitting in Professor Brenner's global health course my sophomore year changed everything. I remember sitting in tears as I watched
Stephen Engel's A Walk to Beautiful, we showed how systematically produced social conditions influence individual health outcomes. I remember listening closely in Professor Horn's human rights course, angry that women around the world lacked access to health care, a basic human right. These courses showed me the truth about far-reaching inequalities in healthcare infrastructure, like the one that was too broken to save my mother. These courses, as well as courses in sociology, public health, political science, and economics, ultimately opened my eyes to real needs. They inspired me to remember where I came from and helped me come to terms with what happened to my mother. So, while I entered Simmons eager to attain wealth as a corporate lawyer, I have since come to realize that my true passion is to improve access to health care for mothers and children around the world. Simmons has motivated me to pursue a dual degree in Sustainable International Development and Global Health Policy and Management at Brandeis University next fall so that one day I can influence health policy in developing countries. In short, Simmons has allowed me to link my passion to a lifelong purpose. I know many of you graduates are sitting there have had a similar experience where you sat in the class, whether it was in nursing, philosophy, or mathematics, and something just clicked for you. Like me, many of you have taken those moments of intellectual passion and transformed them into a lifelong purpose. For many of us, college is much more than the step between high school and the real world. It is its own accomplishment. Some of us are first-generation college students and will be the first in our family to earn a college degree. Some of us may even go on to attain a graduate degree. Today, whether you are the first in your family to attend college or simply carry on a family tradition, each of you have accomplished something very important. We have all worked tirelessly on what, at times, seemed to be an endless journey to get here. The countless office hours visits, group projects frantically put together at the last minute, and don't forget the coffee-induced all-nighters have finally paid off. We have grown immensely from the challenge we faced throughout our years here. Each of us have forged our own paths to finding ourselves and our passion. As we move on to the next step in our lives, we must remember that graduation is not the end goal in itself. It is merely the next step to a lifelong journey. We must use the tools we have gained from Simmons to guide us in creating positive changes in the world. As we celebrate the end of this world, let the mission of this institution guide us on whatever path we take next. To the class of 2018, it has truly, truly been an honor to be a part of your home. And thank you.
Thank you, Tozo. The Joan Melbourne Warburg Class of 1945 Leadership Award is named in honor of Simmons Trustee Emerita and Honorary Degree recipient Joan Melbourne Warburg. The award recognizes the member of the senior class who exemplifies the highest ideals of leadership while attending Simmons College. The recipient provides exceptional demonstration of the qualities Joan Warburg has exercised throughout her lifetime: a pioneering spirit, initiative, leadership, determination, enthusiasm, selflessness, and generosity. Your program contains additional information about Joan's life and leadership. It's worth a read. It is now my honor to present the Joan Melbourne Warburg Class of 1945 Award to Margaret Rose Belfie, Class of 2018.
Okay.
Maggie, you have more than exemplified the ideals of Joan Warburg. You have served as a campus ambassador, an Office of Student Life and Activities assistant, an orientation leader, orientation co-chair, undergraduate admissions office assistant, admissions fellow, class council officer, a member of the political science liaison, the economics liaison, the pre-law liaison, and as a Barbara Lee Scholar. And you currently serve as the president of the class council for the class of 2018. The colleagues who nominated you for this award were consistent in the language that they used. Words like kind, caring, gracious, passionate, inspiring. In all of your leadership roles, that passion for Simmons has shown through. Your impact is noticeable, and you and your class leave Simmons a better place. On behalf of the college, I thank you, Maggie, and am pleased to award you the Joan Melbourne Warburg Prize. You will. We will now proceed with the conferring of honorary degrees. Simmons is proud this morning to honor two distinguished individuals whose achievements in social activism and in literature represent Simmons' ideals.
I present to you for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, Frida Garcia.
Can you come to the screen? Born in the Dominican Republic, Frida Garcia, you came to New York City at the age of 8. After receiving your bachelor's degree from the New School of Social Research, you moved to Boston in 1965, seeking a job in the field of social work. From the moment you arrived in your new city more than 50 years ago, you have never stopped your passionate and effective advocacy for social, economic, and housing justice on behalf of the people of Boston. As the founding director of La Alianza Hispana in 1971, for 10 years you chartered new pathways to needed services for impoverished Latinx families, improving the lives of hundreds of people. You spent the next 20 years continuing your work as an executive director of the United South End Settlements, well known in Boston as the Harriet Tubman House. During that time, you dramatically grew the agency in reach and in budget. And in the process, you gave voice to the economic and social service needs of lower income families and elderly in Boston. The energy and passion you brought to your extraordinary career is matched by your generosity as a volunteer, offering your time, your guidance, and your wisdom to such organizations as the Boston Foundation, the Committee for Boston Public Housing, the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, the United Way, and many, many more. For someone with such long and distinguished dedication to the citizens of Boston, words of thanks don't adequately express the gratitude your city feels. For that reason, a community committee wisely named the park at Clarendon and Stanhope Streets in Boston the Frida Garcia Park. This park stands as a permanent reminder of the positive impact you have had on our community. Simmons College is proud to honor you as well by bestowing upon one of the City of Boston's most accomplished public servants, Frida Garcia, the degree of Humane Letters honoris causa. Well, then this degree is coming into your hands. Now let's step over here so we can take a photograph. Frida,
I present to you for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, Jacqueline Woodson.
Jacqueline Woodson, your spectacular career as an author has garnered you many well-deserved accolades and the highest of honors. For your young adult and children's books, you have earned the Margaret A. Edwards Award for Lifetime Achievement. Are you old enough for that? 3 Newbery Honors, the Coretta Scott King Award, the Laura Ingalls Wilder Award, the Jane Addams Children's Book Award, the Los Angeles Times Book Prize, and an NAACP Image Award, just to name a few. You may know that thanks to the generosity of philanthropic Simmons alums, parents, and friends, yesterday at the senior toast, the graduates before you today were given a copy of your exquisite work, Brown Girl Dreaming, in which you tell your life story through poetry. Early in the book, you write about the moments after your own birth. I quote, "My fingers curl into fists automatically. This is the way," my mother said, "of every baby's hand. I do not know if these hands will become Malcolm's, raised and fisted, or Martin's, open and asking, or James's, curled around a pen. I do not know if these hands will be roses or rubies, gently gloved and fiercely folded in a lap, on a desk, around a book, ready to change the world." I believe you've answered the question you've posed. Your hands have become all of the above. You have changed the world for so many of your readers. It is for your extraordinary talent with the written word and also for your willingness to share in your works your deeply personal insights on the complex world around us that Simmons College proudly honors you this morning with a degree of Humane Letters honoris causa.
I'm back. Oh, I don't want to lose somebody's page here. Good morning. It is such an honor to be here. Before I give my talk, I just want to say I was at Simmons very early in my career when Susan Bloom brought me to her class where they were talking about a body of my work, which at that time was about 8 or 9 books. And I was younger then, and I listened to people talk about my work and decided I will never be in a room where people are talking about my work again. So, but it's an honor to be standing before you. I'm so proud of all the graduates, and I'm so proud of you that I actually wrote a talk. And it starts with a poem. Your world is as big as you make it. I know, for I used to abide in the narrowest nest in a corner, my wings pressing close to my side. But I sighted a distant horizon where the skyline encircled the sea, and I throbbed with a burning desire to travel this immensity. I battered the cordons around me and cradled my wings on the breeze, then soared to the uttermost reaches with rapture, with power, with ease. When Georgia Douglas Johnson wrote that poem, Your World, published in 1962, she did not know that one day a girl would be born nearly a century after her own birth, who would one day grow into a woman and stand on a stage at a women's college reciting it. She didn't know that she would become deeply loved and respected as a poet of the Harlem Renaissance. Born a woman of color in 1880, just as the period of Reconstruction moved into the period of Jim Crow, the poet knew only that she loved poetry, had stories to tell, and even as a woman of color, she knew she had a right to tell them. Georgia Douglas Johnson was living in a troubled time, and yet she managed to speak, to write, to change the world. We are now living in a troubled time. As the great world spins against a fractured and, dare I say, crazed government, as our bodies as trans people, as brown people, as women continue to be policed and silenced and beaten and killed, what we have, my beautiful graduates, is our fierce history of resistance and survival. What we have is this from now on moment to decide who we are to become and what we plan to do. The poet Audre Lorde said, "Your silence will not protect you. We can sit in our corners mute as bottles, and we will still be no less afraid." The writer and essayist James Baldwin reminds us that ignorance allied with power is the most ferocious enemy that justice can have. And we have Mary Oliver asking, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? I want to tell you a story. When I was a kid, my mom worked at a utilities company, but before that, she was looking for a job and doing odd jobs. We were a family of the Great Migration. We had come to New York City from Greenville, South Carolina in the late 60s because my mom was searching for better opportunities for her 3 and then 4 kids. We received food stamps, and food stamps looked basically like fake money. And they were taboo. It was embarrassing to let your friends see you in a store paying for something with food stamps. It meant you were poor. It meant you were getting help from the state. We thought it meant that you had failed. So every time I went into that bodega with those food stamps, I was ashamed of my mother, ashamed of my family, ashamed of the life I had been dealt. On television, the white kids seemed to have it all: maids, music, fathers, swing sets, beaches. But in my corner of the Bushwick section of Brooklyn, there was a single mom, and eventually a grandmother, and an uncle in prison, and a long line of people who hadn't had the opportunity to go to college. But there was also freeze tag and handball and double dutch and block parties and sweet 16s and quinceañeras. There was arroz con pollo and merengue and salsa and the band Santana having its beginning right on our block. There were ice cream trucks and new dresses and a row of Puma sneakers I had bought when I finally earned enough money working at Burger King. A row of sneakers my mom said were mannish, but what does she know? I was a child in a troubled time, and then I was a teenager in a troubled time. I wrote my way through it and out of it. What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Here is another story. 2 weeks ago, I was at Stanford with my 16-year-old daughter. We were on what I was calling an aspirational college tour. I figured if I showed her great schools, she'd fall in love with one and eventually do the work to get herself into it. We'll see how that goes. But while there, we sat and talked with a guy named Rigoberto Marquez. Dr. Marquez is a young queer guy who is head of the Center for Comparative Studies in Race and Ethnicity. But before that, he was a boy in a poor part of LA who got bused to a school in a wealthy part of LA. Each morning, he suffered the hour-and-a-half bus ride to get to a school where he was put into remedial classes. Because he was in remedial classes, and he was in remedial classes only because he was a kid of color coming from a poor neighborhood, he was offered no information about applying to colleges. Still, he ended up at a community college and eventually made his way to UCLA and eventually earned his PhD. Graduates, you will see Rigoberto everywhere. You will see him on dark streets wearing a hoodie. You will see him in a restaurant sitting beside you, and maybe you will move your purse to the other side. You will see him in your classrooms, and maybe you will look past him to someone who seems to shine brighter when you teach. You will see him in the mailrooms of the jobs where you'll work, in the bodegas where you buy your milk, on the other side of your door delivering your takeout. What will you do the next time you see Rigoberto? What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? A life that is short, a life that is asking you to do what you love and do it so well that people are surprised by you. A life that is asking you to love and take chances and step far outside of your comfort zone. A life that is asking you to see people, all people, as fully human. A life that is asking the world to truly see you. As black and brown and trans and queer bodies continue to get policed and killed and incarcerated by the masses, a life that is asking the young white graduates sitting here this morning to be allies, to care. This is from my book, Brown Girl Dreaming. It's called What Everyone Knows. Even though the laws have changed, my grandmother still takes us to the back of the bus when we go downtown in the rain. It's easier, my grandmother says, than having white folks look at me like I'm dirt. But we aren't dirt. We are people, paying the same fare as other people. When I say this to my grandmother, she nods and says, easier to stay where you belong. I look around and see the ones who walk straight to the back, see the ones who take a seat up front, daring anyone to make them move, and know this is who I want to be, not scared like that, brave like that. Still, my grandmother takes my hand downtown, pulls me right past the restaurants that have let us sit wherever we want now, that have to let us sit wherever we want now. No need in making trouble, she says. You all go back to New York City, but I have to continue to live here in the South. We walked straight past Woolworth without even looking in the windows, because the one time my grandmother went inside, they made her wait and wait and wait. Acted like I wasn't even there, she said. it's hard not to see that moment. My grandmother in her Sunday clothes, a hat with a flower pinned to it, neatly on her head, her patent leather purse perfectly clasped between her gloved hands, waiting quietly, long past her turn. The poem I just wrote is simply a moment in my life, a moment that touched me and changed me forever. Each of you has this, the story of your life, the moments, the people who showed you to this moment of being right here where you are in your particular body in this particular moment in time. None of it happens by accident. This intentionality, this grace that has gotten each of you to this graduation is the beginning of a long line of moments in your life. The world is fully open and all yours. If this was your last year on earth, what is the work you would most want to do? I beg of you, choose that work as your life work and do it. You, my fierce Simmons graduates, have stories to tell. And whether you write them or sing them or work them out in banks or classrooms or coffee shops or on stages or in orchestra pits or libraries or helping others get seen, they are your stories and you have the right to live them. You have a right now to do the work you've been called to do. My beautiful graduates, know this, that the ancestors are walking this world with you. Tozo, your mother is here. Think of the people who came before you who can't be here today. They are in this room with you. They are here because you are here. You are here because they were here. Each time you call their names, they come and show you a way out of no way. As young women, as women of color, and trans people and queer people, know that you must seek in this world your joy. Because within what brings you joy lies passion, and within passion there is brilliance, and within that brilliance is the thing that will get you through this life and help move us all toward a greater good. This brilliance, your brilliance, graduates, is what will get you through this troubled time. This brilliance, your brilliance, is what will change the world. Thank you.
If you would like to pursue Jacqueline's work, you have plenty ahead of you. How many books, Jacqueline? 33. So you have one. We gave it to you. Look for the other 32. We now begin the conferring of degrees. The faculty and Board of Trustees of Simmons College have voted to grant these degrees and are authorized to do so by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Following the conferral of degrees, students will come forward to the stage.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise?
President Drinan, on behalf of the deans and the faculty of Simmons College, I have the honor to present to you for the baccalaureate degree these candidates who have completed all the conditions of scholarship and residence required by our faculty.
I hereby grant you the bachelor's degree and declare that you are entitled to all the rights, privileges, and dignities pertaining to the bachelor's degree. Please move your tassels from the left side of your cap to the right. And when you come to the stage, be sure your tassel is not in your face so the photograph can be clear. Will the baccalaureate degree candidates please come forward to the stage? The candidates for the degree are led by the class council and student government officers. When you leave the stage, please return to your seat and be seated.
Congratulations, class of 2018. Let's get started. We're going to start with our commencement speaker, Tozo Martin. Margaret Rose Belfi. Natalie Giraldi, cum laude. Kayla Hummel, cum laude. Winnie Yee, cum laude. Emily Aaron. Olga Sergeyevna Alentiyeva. Nasteha Ali. Nicole Allen. Hayla Altareji. Lindsay Anderson. Janelle Briona Anderson. Hallie Baloo. Eleanor Wells Bank. Alyssa Barclay Detali. Rebecca Zoe Bilo, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Juliana Claire Blodgett. Lily Nanette Blumkin. Christina Ann Bone. Shada Grace Boucher, cum laude. Juliana Brandt Bryce, magna cum laude. Tori Elizabeth Brown, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Vita Calix Brown, magna cum laude. Lauren Calderella. Nicole Katubig. Erin Kathleen Klein, cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Conley, cum laude. Amy Elizabeth Correa, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Gabriella Gail Davis. Lillian Hannah Deering, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Katie Eleanor Donahoe, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Donovan, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Rachel Ann Ferris, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Tegan Moon Felton Lennell. Amari Jasmine Flaherty. Madison Bell Florence. Olivia Marie Farino. Abigail Elizabeth Gerard, summa cum laude. Sheldon Leanne Goodwin, summa cum laude. Alice Catherine Gottesman, cum laude. Mary Rika Margaret Guillen, cum laude. Simran Punjabi Gupta, cum laude. Chloe Sophia Gutmann, summa cum laude. Anna Ruth Haig, magna cum laude. Zoe Indigo Helmick, magna cum laude. Bailey Alexandra Hilt, cum laude. Dalia Margaret Holland. Charlotte Marguerite Hoover, cum laude. Micah Elise Hudson, magna cum laude. Jennifer Lee Jiang. Hannah Clarice Johnson. Karan Joseph. Julie Kallendorfer, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Laura Rose Koch, member of Academy, summa cum laude. No, congratulations. Colette Crew. Lydia Catherine Cusick. Sarah Carita LaFleur. Leanne Lee, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Megan Granger Lonnie. Michaela Christine Malouf, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Alyssa Nicole Marceau. Bryn A. McCarthy, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Erin Lee Mellinson, cum laude. Kathleen Kennedy Melendi, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Okay, no. Michaela Anna Hui Morris, cum laude. Catherine Diane Nagel, magna cum laude. Lindsay Jean Nichols, magna cum laude. Melissa Jane O'Donnell, magna cum laude. Kelly Elizabeth O'Hanlon, magna cum laude. Sophia Ruth O'Peer Husky, cum laude. Catherine Michelle O'Reilly, magna cum laude. Julia Rose Ottaviani, magna cum laude. Melissa McQueen Uzdenez, summa cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Popp, magna cum laude. Colette Joy Perry, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Allison Elizabeth Pichette. Catherine Consuela Record, magna cum laude. Lindsay Ann Ribeiro, cum laude. Sophia Esther Rivera, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Aya Hassan Roda, cum laude. Sabrina Marie Rossi, cum laude. Talia Geneva Rossiter. Sarah Christine Roundtree, magna cum laude. Gracia Leona Rowell, magna cum laude. Kelly Ann Schwing. Catherine Rose Silva, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Nicole Elizabeth Stamus, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Anna Beth Stern. Julia Murphy Talesian, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Oh, and once you're back in your seats, you can go ahead and sit down, except for those processing. Is that the message? All but the first row can sit, because otherwise you're going to get tired. So you can sit, and then when it's your row to process, you can stand up if you'd like. All right, let's go. Danielle Marie Tretro, cum laude. Jaslyn Tifiano. Julie Hong Tran, cum laude. Grace Kathleen Van Buskirk, magna cum laude. Julia Carol Vogt, magna cum laude. Anyi Wen, magna cum laude. Olivia Teresa Whitehead, cum laude. Sadia Lee Williams. Susan Speck Wilson, cum laude. Hannah Pauline Woodring. Sarah Frances Woodward. Hannah Rose Ulimo, cum laude. Gisela Isabel Alvarez. Shalasli Nahir Amador. Sarah Joy Bahai, cum laude. Michelle Elizabeth Chen Baldy, cum laude. Erica Alexandra Bartle. Vanessa Jeanette Beauregard. Margot Z.G. Bossum, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Sarah Delano Brownell. Melanie Rosemary Civitello. Emily Christine Chiklis, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Hannah Sun Childs. Angelica Faith Coleman, cum laude. Jessica Jean DeWicki. Jean Margaret Deaton, cum laude. Bridget Rose DeYeso. Zara Mansour Daranwala, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Allegra Dakia Igitsi, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Lillian Marta Farrell. Caitlin Renee Fierlet. Shayla Rose Fitzpatrick. Nina Forziati. Jacqueline Ruth Gilson. Venetia Yana Grimes, cum laude. Casey Rose Haley, cum laude. Elizabeth Jenu Harris, cum laude. Alicia Marie Healy, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Eleanor Horton. Eleanor Elizabeth Humphreys. Erin K. Huynh. Sarah Ijaz. Nurul Ain Iqbal. Aaliyah Jaber, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Natalie Janvier. Joshe Vanessa Johnson. Morgan Elizabeth Johnson. Selena Lila Jones. Cum laude. Carly U. Kibbe, magna cum laude. Kira Marie Rose Kirkcaldy, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Ruby Rose Torres Lemley. Caitlin Marie LaPere. Aisha Lual. Gabrielle Ray Longer, cum laude. Afnan Labesh, magna cum laude. Roxanne Christine Lee. Melanie Ann LeMay. Erin Macy Lilienthal. Sandy Lynn. Deja Ariel Lopes. Erin Christine Mancini. Chelsea Marie Marshall. Caroline Alyssa Martell, cum laude. Joanne Mastandrea. Rebecca Dean McCune. Liberty Logan McKnight. Megan Elizabeth Mailer. Cynthia Nira Miguel. Melissa Armandine Mirza, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Erin Rebecca Montembeau, cum laude. Natalie Ann Moore, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Danielle Ty Morency, cum laude. Clara Marie Mueller. Hodad Ahmed Muse, magna cum laude. Trang Wen, magna cum laude. Carson Norwood, cum laude. Jolene O'Brien. Catherine Elizabeth O'Connor. Hannah Jane Olson, magna cum laude. Amber Nicole Peterson, magna cum laude. Ashley Elizabeth Pierce. Anya Claire Puchinsky, magna cum laude. Jolene Angela Potter, magna cum laude. Jessie Elizabeth Pratt, cum laude. Samantha Ricard, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Samantha Rose Rondo, magna cum laude. Ariana Sarufem. Michaela Emily Schaff. Lori A. Scapetto. Sherry Renee Seibel. Aaron Taylor Strawn. Shannon Mariah Sullivan. Ikra Tawheed. Bessie Odette Tavico. Setswakai Thipe. Julia Gail Toropov, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Chandler Rose Tucker, cum laude. Anna Tunick, cum laude. Lena Umar. Madeline Alon Simone Uretsky, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Carolyn Emily Vanata. Shelby Mae Van Leuven, cum laude. Rachel Lee Watkins, cum laude. Nora Elizabeth Walker. Kalila Willingham. Gilliam, cum laude. Ashley Gardner Wilson. Shirley Wong. Erin Elizabeth Wright, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Cheyenne Dakota Yeager. Cynthia J. Yu, cum laude. Ashley Ann Rachel Zioli. Veronica Alexandra Arnoff. Madison Elizabeth Dara, magna cum laude. Maura Susan Domkowski. Devin Zoe Eckert, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Bridget Eddy, cum laude. Valerie Jane Frost, cum laude. Samantha Nolan Gilliam. Diana E. Lamb. Molly Jean McDonald, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Nguyen Thi Hung Nguyen, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Natasha Marie Ouimet. Heather Nicole Provost. Elizabeth Purley Ray Wilson, cum laude. Aska Saida Siddiqui. Sonia Santhi, magna cum laude. Tenley Amalia Weinstein. Emily Nicole Alpert. Veronica Lane Bennett, cum laude. Juliana Rose Borgonzini, Borgonzani, cum laude. Elizabeth Kate Borges. Leah Clarissa Bell, Brill. Sophia Burke. Kyla Renee Canty. Felicity Judith Carroll, cum laude. Elena Marie Serjanik. Cecilia Chang, cum laude. Shaylin Rose Connolly. Michelle Therese Croucher, cum laude. Olivia Francis Crowley. Marie Rose Darby, cum laude. Kaylee Ann Denise, cum laude. Carrie B. Doherty. Erica Joy Doolin. Kelly Ann Dubowski. Jasmine Teresa Durant, cum laude. Rose Leah Ippolito, magna cum laude. Alyssa Elizabeth Irwin, magna cum laude. Priscilla Espinal. Gabrielle Marie Faber. Catherine Patricia Fleming, magna cum laude. Casey Colleen Fries, cum laude. Rosemary Michalina Fermanyuk. Amanda Marie Galeb, cum laude. Kashka Colette Gammon. Abigail Ann Gonzalez. Christina Maria Goulet. Christina Ruth Garrier. Caitlin Margaret Hathaway. Catherine Hanau. Kira Ariana Hitz. Jordan Mary Howarth, magna cum laude. Isadora Jaquez. Alexandra Tess Johnson. Brianna Lauren Johnson. Megan Elizabeth Kelly. Colleen Teresa King. Nicole Louise Kinley. Catalina Jean Kirk. Samantha Danielle Kerwin, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Durba Klein, cum laude. Courtney Ashton LeBlanc, magna cum laude. Vanessa Laverne Lewis. Kylie Emma Locke. Amanda Sheila Lavelle. Mary Elizabeth Matthews, magna cum laude. Ryan Elizabeth McDonald, cum laude. Leslie Grace McKinnon, magna cum laude. Mary Christine McNeil, cum laude. Kalina Miyazaki. Sissy Winfred Nakonji. Juliet Lynn Nelson, magna cum laude. Nicole Elizabeth Noble. Molly M. O'Brien, magna cum laude. Kathleen Agnes O'Laughlin. Jacqueline Ann Willette. Caitlin Rose Panajoto, cum laude. Rima Deepak Parikh, cum laude. Eleanor Mary Paraso. Susan Perron. Alyssa Marie Fannensteel. Michelle Renee Provitola. Selena Jane Rudzinski. Kimberly Robin Risnall, cum laude. Julianne Saltamartini. Zoe Hannah Saracen. Mariana Andrea Schwitt, magna cum laude. Presley Elizabeth Silva, magna cum laude. Cara Elise Smith. Emma Catherine Stratton, cum laude. Ariel Simone. Luan Tan, cum laude. Ren Layla Tenor. Sophie Elizabeth Juliet. Elena Ann Valcour. Gabriella Elena Van Veen. Jennifer Veerasamy. Emily Alice Webster, summa cum laude. Sheree Zakia Williams. Tiffany A. Williams. Tess Alexandra Gail Woodward. Kayla Elizabeth Wright, cum laude. Sophie Naif Zina, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Bedard, magna cum laude. Teresa J. Berho, cum laude. Maxie Irene Cataldo. Elizabeth Rose Kaiser, magna cum laude. Olivia Claire Lakes, cum laude. Emily Lucille Marsh, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Sarah Sonia Newman. Abigail Rose Lanetz. Hannah Marjorie Stenberg, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Rose Taylor, cum laude. Yang Wen Tran, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Ellen Deborah Vater. Alexis Nicole Waller, member of Academy, summa cum laude. Congratulations, Simmons College 2018.
Will everyone please have a seat while we complete the ceremony? One of Simmons's important goals is to continue to create a vibrant student-centered community. Each class chooses a class color and a class flag. Your flag, class of 2018, was unfurled on Founders Day in October of 2014 and has been displayed in the College Center since that day. Today, as the class of 2018 becomes our newest alumni, I ask Class Council President Maggie Belfi and Vice President Natalie Giraldi to present their class flag to Lisa Peterson and Lynn Devnu, Alumni Association President and Vice President. Class of 2018, this class flag will be part of your reunion celebrations for decades to come, reminding you each time of your first semester at Simmons in 2014 and this graduation day, May 18th, 2018. This brings us to the conclusion of Simmons College's 113th Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. Congratulations to our new alumni and to your family and friends. On behalf of the trustees, faculty, and staff of the college, very best wishes. Thank you to all of our guests for being part of this wonderful celebration. Please remain seated until the academic procession has concluded.